Well, hello, Fourth Avenue family. I'm Robyn Linstroth, our children's minister here at Fourth Avenue, and I'm going to share with you today just a few thoughts in our series, Looking to Jesus. Well, I'm recording this on Wednesday. It's actually Ash Wednesday, and my mind is thinking about sacrifice because, as you know, during this season, Ash Wednesday is the first day of Lent. It carries us through till Easter, and during this time, Christians are preparing ourselves. We're thinking about the sacrifice, this great sacrifice that Jesus gave for us. And we often do that by fasting from something, by sacrificing something in our own lives so that we can better appreciate Christ's sacrifice and in turn celebrate and better understand our victory that we have through him on Easter. So I was thinking what does God have to say about sacrifice? And I've actually run into this word a lot lately in my studies with the kids at Fourth. So I'm going to go back to Micah 6:8. It's such an easy one, right? It's a rhetorical question that God asks in Micah 6:6 to his people. What is it that God requires of you? Is it the blood and fat of rams and goats? No, it's this. In Micah 6:8, he tells us, you know, O mortals, what it is. It's to seek justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. So this comes up often, the question of the heart in the Bible. David brings it up in his Psalms, that he would give God sacrifices, but he knows God wants his heart. And then we come on, let's go to Matthew, where Jesus is talking to the Pharisees. And Jesus says to the Pharisees, and let me see, I wrote it down here because I'm flipping through so many scriptures. Here's what Matthew says in Jesus says in Matthew 23:23. He's talking to the Pharisees and he says, you give a tenth, but you've neglected the more important parts of the law, justice, mercy, faithfulness. You clean the outside of the cup, but the inside is full of greed and self-indulgence. That sometimes makes me think of me. I think, am I doing all the right things? Am I being a good Christian? Am I fasting enough? And I forget. God wants the heart. Yes, he wants us to do these things to help us remember, to help keep our heart close to him. But is my heart there without those things? That's what God wants. He doesn't just want a tenth, right? He wants our whole heart. And we know this. We know this in Mark 12. Verse 30. And someone asks Jesus, what is the greatest law? What's the greatest law? And Jesus says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. This is the greatest commandment. We know this. So, how do we put our sacrifice and where our heart is? How do we make them connect, right? Well, I suggest to you that we do that on a daily basis, with or without our fast, with or without Lent. We do that every day as God's image bearers, as the saved, as the called out, as the free and the holy people of God. We do that as we present ourselves living sacrifices. And I implore that you read today or soon Romans 12. And I'm going to leave you with the first verse in Romans 12. And this is, oh dear, I thought I had Romans 12. Oh, here it is. Romans 12. Therefore, brothers and sisters, in view of the mercies of God, I urge you to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true worship. I pray that we do worship every day with our whole hearts, that we do seek justice, and that we do love mercy, and we do walk humbly with God. And through this all, that we give our entire hearts to him, that we sacrifice ourselves on a daily basis to more fully appreciate Christ's great sacrifice for us. I love you all.